Hello, and welcome to the Idaho News 6 Shine a Light Award Special. I'm Roland Barris, and we are so excited to share with you the incredible and moving stories of the winners from the past year. But first, we couldn't make this program happen without our sponsors. And I sat down with Rick and Sue Ellen Montgomery from Diamond Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric to talk about what makes Shine a Light so special. Rick and Sue Ellen, we're so happy to have you here. It's great that you are part of the Shine a Light Award. I just want to start off with, what does this all mean to you guys to honor those in the community that are doing such great things?
Well, the opportunity to be able to meet these people who are doing great things in the community, just it really inspires other people to do things. And we're excited to be able to highlight them because, man, just to encourage that type of behavior is just awesome. We love to see what people are doing.
I think that people often think that it's something big that you have to do to make a difference. It's not. It's just the little things that you do every day that make a huge difference to others.
I like that we recognize some of those smaller things too, because they do make a huge difference. And people recognize that because they are nominating these people, and that's really important.
Oh yeah, the nominations, I mean, from all of the viewers are what's so important, because we wouldn't know what the people are doing if it wasn't for them to nominate them.
Well, we want to thank you both for your involvement. Thanks so much, and we look forward to another great year.
Thank you, we do too.
Let's start with our first group of winners. These people are helping sick children and individuals find good jobs.
Camp Emerald Gold came about when a young man went to the doctor and he was kind of down, and the doctor said, "What's up?" And he said, "I'm sad because I can't go to camp because I have cancer." Dr. McCluskey out of Twin Falls just didn't think that that was right. And so he did something about it by writing a grant and started taking kids with cancer camping. And it has evolved into what we are today.
I had a sister with cancer, and so she went to the youth camp, teen camp. She'd come home every summer, and she was so just elated. She had had so much fun. I was a little bit jealous because I had never been to a summer camp. Eventually they introduced the sibling camp and I got to go. And then I got to do 2 years as a volunteer, and then I've done 2 years as a full counselor.
This week is the best week of my year. There's something just so magical and wonderful about this place. It's such a refresher, it's so inspiring, it's so uplifting. It's kind of the best part, I think, of all of our lives.
I kind of had a breakthrough yesterday with one of my campers. We were just kind of chatting. I mentioned that my sister had had leukemia, and her face just lit up and she said, "Oh, I had leukemia." This is a new experience for them, and for them to realize that other people have also been through stuff that's very similar to what they've been through is kind of a big, big deal.
There's a lot of struggles around changes that happen to their bodies because of the cancer, and it leads to a lot of missing out. It leads to a lot of sadness and isolation. And so by having Camp Emerald Gold, having a place that they can come, they know that they're understood and they're accepted and they're loved, and they're having all the fun that they're not getting to have when they're dealing with doctor's appointments and hospital stays. But really the impact that is happening is what comes with feeling accepted and feeling like a kid, and being able to develop those confidence skills through play and through having friends that understand.
I really like it. I've been coming for 4 years. I just like how you can just be yourself and understand what people have been going through.
I'm a behavioral therapist, and I've been working in the field for almost 20 years. And when I opened Sweet Zola's, I had been working with a young man, Ben, for 10 years. I saw him doing his first job, and he was fired after a couple of weeks. And I just wasn't okay with that. And so I opened Sweet Zola's as a way to employ individuals with developmental disabilities. It was candy initially when we were out in Meridian because it was inside of a tea shop. The tea shop closed down because of COVID, and we were not able to stay in that space. And so we moved to this location that was completely empty, completely gutted, and no paint on the walls, bare concrete floors, and we had $6,000 to turn it into a candy shop. So what I did was I came up with the idea of getting artwork and putting it on consignment. The artwork is over 80 local artists from the Treasure Valley community. And a lot of them are my employees, a lot of them are individuals in the community with developmental disabilities.
One more time.
I wanted to open a place where people could get to know my employees and get to know people with disabilities and understand that they are very much employable and very much able to be worked with and trainable.
Okay, Amelia, we're gonna ring up our customer.
I'm training my employees to be able to leave Sweet Zola's and go out in the community and get jobs. My favorite part of this shop is my employees, hands down. I like seeing my employees coming in every day, working hard and being happy to be here. Not one of them complains to be here. If you get to know any of my employees, you'll see how grateful they are. And now I'm thinking about the employees that you're gonna get to know, and you're not gonna get to know truly how grateful they are because some of them are nonverbal.
Thank you. Please come in again and tell your friends.
It's a beautiful place. It's such a magical place that, that I get to partake in every single day.
If you look good, you feel good, right? And we all need a haircut. We all need a haircut to get through the day. A simple haircut can make somebody's day.
This is called the Caldwell Health and Resource Fair, and we do it once a year. And we usually have anywhere from 60 to 80 vendors. We are so blessed to have Level Up and Paul Mitchell here. They bring such amazing energy and make everyone feel good. And a lot of times a haircut just totally makes somebody feel better about themselves.
From the time he was young to now, he's always striven to give back to his community because he knows that it's what feeds him and helps to keep our home safe. Whether it's somebody that just got out of prison and is working on an interview or with voc rehab trying to get their life back together, he will do his best to either make sure that that's a free service to them or to try to do whatever he can to help to get to that next step for anybody. Every event that he attends, and I can't even list how many we've been to at this point, but it's all been free and out of the kindness of his heart. He honestly just loves his community so much and wants to give everybody a step up.
Some of the other community events, I've done it with numerous schools, as with Boise Barber College, Paul Mitchell, Level Up. I have other barbershops like Uppercuts, Fitment Cuts, and Straight Edge that have inspired me to do other events, and I've gone out to Wilder, to Caldwell schools. Middleton just reached out. A lot of back to schools. There's elementaries, I believe it's East Canyon in Nampa that we've done a career, which was really fun because we got to do experiments with the balloon and the straight razor and stuff like that. And you can see the excitement in the kids. So that smile means everything. Giving somebody a haircut and people smiling back at you and feeling great about themselves, that's more than currency. It's fulfilling, and it's great to be able to give back.
Sewing Angels started about 10 years ago in 2014, and we started to make pillowcases for Case for Smiles. So we've been sewing for 10 years here at 10 Mile Christian Church. Case for Smiles is to give children a diversion when they're sick and in the hospital and they're scared.
It normalizes the hospital setting and really helps kids hopefully feel a little bit more home when they're entering an environment that's brand new and can be scary for a lot of kids.
Case for Smiles just reached their 3 millionth pillowcase delivery. I mean, that is more than the state of Idaho, more than people in Idaho. So we've given away 3 million. So we were at St. Luke's and we gave a commemorative pillowcase.
The little girl that came in, Evelyn, she was so sweet. She knew a lot about what we were doing. She really felt that the pillowcase was going to make her little sibling happy.
Every kid that comes in, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of things that hurt, and having something that feels a little bit more like home can be such a huge comfort for them. This organization is vital to helping kids still be kids in a hospital.
You know, for 10 years we've been doing this relatively unnoticed.
I think people do good things all the time and they're not necessarily recognized.
When you start a project and you feel like it really matters, it motivates you to keep going. And people are coming out of the woodwork. Like at Christmas time, people made over 500 pillowcases for Christmas for children in the hospital. And so they're all set to do that again this year.
It makes kids feel better so they heal better. That's what I like about it.
Stay with us. After the break, we're going to meet some incredible people who are feeding their communities. But first, let's take a look at someone who is helping women and children get back on their feet after traumatic events.
The purpose of the Nampa Family Justice Center is to provide safety, support, hope, and healing to those who've been affected by abuse, and that can be domestic violence, child abuse, sexual assault, elder abuse, human trafficking, and stalking. But the concept really is we want to bring as many professionals as we can to one location to co-locate all of that support and service. I often wondered how anybody ever completed going through the criminal justice system. The way we wore them down, the white sterile rooms we took victims into that were the same exact rooms we interviewed suspects in. We needed a different way to interact with people who'd gone through trauma. So when they come in here, they are welcomed by people who are genuinely invested in helping them make a difference in their life and helping them with whatever that need is.
In August of 2009, my house was broken into and I was sexually assaulted. The first detective, Bryce, came to my house and I spoke with him. And then we actually went to the hospital, and then Angela was with me from there, and she took over the case because this was something she's been working on. And from there, she kind of just took me under her wing and really supported me. So she just goes above and beyond, and she takes you in like family.
I had been working for the Nampa Police Department for quite a few years, and I had the opportunity to go down to San Diego, California, and see the first family justice center that had ever been created. And I say, God woke me up in the middle of the night, and I wrote an 8-page strategic plan of how we were going to create that in Nampa, Idaho. Because I had just had the experience the year before of 3 very tragic cases that had come into my life. And I looked at those cases and I thought, this does not have to be what is going on in our community. We can have a different impact. We can respond to these cases differently. I came back, I held a community meeting. I wrote a community development block grant. In November of this year, we are one of the longest running. We're celebrating our 20-year anniversary of being open.
I'm like, what do I think? Last time Dad tried to fix the lights, sparks, funny smell, and Dad said a bad word. Oh no, not again.
Sometimes DIY dads need help from experts. Hi, I'm Rick.
And I'm Sue Ellen. Together with our amazing team, we're Diamond Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric.
From whole house fans and generators to fixing electrical outlets, you can trust Diamond's 5-star heroes.
Diamond,
your home's best friend.
Thank you for voting Diamond this year's winner of both Treasure Valley and Idaho's best HVAC company. Hi, I'm Rick.
And I'm Sue Ellen. The amazing team at Diamond Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric is honored to represent the best in our industry.
The entire team is grateful for your votes of confidence and support, and will continue to work hard to earn and keep your trust.
For all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric needs, please call Diamond's honest, award-winning team today.
Diamond,
your home's best friend.
Welcome back to the Idaho News 6 Shine a Light Award Special. Our next group of winners helps their communities by making sure no one goes hungry.
I moved to Boise in the fall of 2016, and I had been a volunteer doing food recovery at another organization out of state. And I decided to be useful because I just got here and I didn't have a job yet, so I thought what better way than to volunteer doing food recovery. in the way that I used to do it. It's amazing because we're almost entirely volunteer run.
There's so much good food out there that can still be eaten and enjoyed, and if we can get them to people, especially low-income people that don't always get fresh food, that was super important to me.
We deliver to many food pantries. We deliver to community resource rooms in many, many schools across the area.
I deliver food to pantries for Rolling Tomato to Boise State and several other locations. Having attended here and been broke when I did it, you know, people need to eat. It's a great new thing for people to come and they just swipe their card and they can take as much or as little as they want. And so it helps feed families too, because people are attending Boise State and they have families to feed as well.
Working with other nonprofit organizations is a great way for us to actually get the food distributed quickly to a lot of people, from food shelters, day shelters, overnight shelters, residential homes with, you know, folks who are there permanently.
So for the last year and almost year and a half, I've been delivering to those ladies at Golden Glow Tower every Tuesday. I just consider myself a personal shopper for 62 seniors. And so for me, I'm super grateful for the opportunity to be that person in their life. When you deliver food to people directly who are going to be receiving it, there's an extra added element of specialness because you're directly engaging with folks who really could use the extra free food.
See you later. Thank you.
Of course.
Caleb Hall out of Emmett collects canned and packaged food from the community and distributes it through the Emmett Valley Friendship Coalition. Caleb has collected more than 16,000 pounds of food since the pandemic back in 2020.
We saw a great need in our community. I partnered with Farmers Insurance in Emmett, as well as the Emmett Valley Friendship Coalition. And together we've put together an annual canned good drive, and we've been able to bring in over 16,000 pounds of canned goods. It's year-round. We see an increase of people year-round that need a handout of a need. Farmers Insurance in Emmett is a drop-off location, and we take our earnings in every month to Emmett Valley Friendship Coalition to be distributed.
Shauna Green brings her neighborhood together by organizing events and collecting and distributing food for people in need, including a turkey drive for Thanksgiving. And people say Shauna is an inspiration to everyone who knows her.
So this is my neighborhood, and a part of it is when we came from California, we wanted the Norman-Rockwell community. And part of that was putting together a lot of events. So we do Easter donation, and we do Thanksgiving drive, we do a fall festival. And a lot of it's not me, it's the neighbors, definitely. They help, they volunteer, and they're definitely part of the process.
It's our annual cornhole tournament during Old Fort Boise days, and we're raising money for Zach's splash pad, so the littles in our town have somewhere to get wet in the summer.
Angie kind of decided to take over and organize this one this year. The cornhole tournament, and this was not going to happen tonight, and Angie decided that it was a valuable enough thing for the community, so she kind of took it upon herself to get everything organized and get the food vendors here. And
she is very involved in our community. She talked to me a few years ago. She's like, hey, let's do a farmer's market. She threw out her ideas and I was like, go for it. City will let you use the park, go right ahead. And so she's taken that on and it's a huge success.
I started the farmer's market so I could provide Christmas for our seniors. Some of them don't have anyone, don't have anything. All the money that is raised there goes right back to our seniors in our community.
Well, Angie's beloved by everyone in our town, and she brings us all together. She has a big heart. So many of us, we dream about living in this idyllic small town. And most of our small towns can be one step away from a ghost town if it weren't for neighbors like Angie.
Angie sometimes can come across as a little bit gruff to people, but it's not true. She's got the kindest, most sincere, giving heart. I see Angie give and give and give. When I was teaching, I taught kids that there's two types of people in life. People that think somebody owes them something, and they take and take and take. Then there's other people that just keep giving, and Angie's the prime example of what it's like to give with the pure and generous heart.
Coming up next, we're going to meet people who are supporting their communities through sports. But first, let's meet someone who is teaching free classes for a very unique hobby.
Negative cycle from here. My name is Tom Mattis, and I'm a ham radio operator for 57 years. Been teaching for 13 years. Well, I was always interested in electronics, and somehow or another, the communications end of it kind of interested me pretty much. And with a lot of help from some other people, helped me get my license years ago, and it just kind of bloomed from there.
I worked with Tom at a little company, and he talked to me numerous times about taking his ham class, and finally during COVID I wasn't doing much else and I was an empty nester, so I said, all right, I'll come take your class finally, and I'm glad I did. He doesn't charge anything for his time or even the supplies. He doesn't really charge anything.
I put together the Star Ham Radio community, and this particular ham said, you got to come over and check out Tom's radio school. So he brought me over, and I met Tom and his better half, Diane, and I was very impressed. So through what we do in Star, we started promoting his school for people that either want to upgrade or people who know people that want to get a new license.
There's numerous reasons why people might want to do it. Maybe they want to get into it for the emergency capability, or they want to talk around the world and see what it's like, or they just want to have great local communications throughout the valley.
He teaches 2 classes a week for almost 2 months, all on his own time, and I think it's quite remarkable and admirable.
Tom's a wonderful teacher. He is very patient, he's kind, and he's very familiar with the information, so he knows how to share it.
There are a lot of people out there, a lot of good people out there that are doing things, and they're doing things like Tom, not for the recognition at all. He does it because he loves to help people.
I don't charge for the classes because it's me giving back to other people, because many people help me get where I'm at, and that's fair.
Hey buddy, why aren't we catching anything? I bet they're deeper down. Mom?
Sometimes curious kiddos and even handyman husbands need help. Hi, I'm Rick.
And I'm Sue Ellen. Together with our amazing team, we're Diamond Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric.
From leaky faucets and broken pipes to water heaters and softeners, Diamond's 5-star heroes can help.
Diamond, your home's best friend. To be a Diamond hero, you must be honest, work hard, and remember, our clients always come first. Any questions or comments? Yes, and our clients' dogs. Good question, buddy.
Diamond cares about you and your family, so when it comes to hiring our technicians, we only hire the best. Hi, I'm Rick.
And I'm Sue Ellen. Together with our amazing team, we're Diamond Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. And our team members are always honest, 5-star heroes you can trust.
Diamond,
your home's best friend.
Welcome back to the Idaho News 6 Shine a Light Award special. Our final group of winners is bringing their communities together through the power of sports.
So one of the reasons that we started is just that there's too many people that are just, once they get injured or if they feel that they have a disability, they don't go out and do the things that they can do. They know they can do it, it's going to take a little bit more to do it, and there's people that are equipped that are willing to help them do the stuff that they can do.
So important to have that sense of community, and then also that person to reach out to that's gone through some of the experiences that a newly injured person or a kid with a disability might be going through, that as an adult we've gone through that, and kind of maybe be that resource for those people. A person in a wheelchair, you can't just go to like the local gym and play basketball because everyone's playing able-bodied basketball. Just because you're in a wheelchair, you have the same ability as everybody else. You just have to find different ways to do it.
From our perspective in Parks and Rec, and I think everyone should have the opportunity to just play a sport for fun, to meet people that might be similar or who just like playing basketball together. So I think just having Having the space for all abilities to come out and have fun and play some basketball is really important.
It's been awesome. You know, everyone has a great connection with one another on and off the court.
My dad is, you know, he's put so much work for this. This is something he was striving for. He doesn't want any credit for it. Like, he always says is like, we're the forefront of it and he's just kind of in the back. But he deserves a lot because he's put a lot of heart and soul into it and done a lot of work. And he believes that if he's doing something good, it's going to come back to you tenfold. I'm very, very much appreciative of it, and that means a lot for what he's doing.
A lot of working. It's not that cheap to sponsor this team. You can tell there's a lot of kids in here. A lot of beginners, a lot of medium, a lot of kids that are graduating. Oh yeah, just running around, making sure they have everything and doing what I got to do for them.
He is a sponsor. He has sponsored us since he first moved over here. He came in and was the first one that did our first live when we were doing some practicing and doing some black and white and just building our team. And he's been amazing to just get our name out there and just be super supportive.
I did roller derby back in the early 80s down in the Bay Area. So I helped him out a little bit of coaching, getting the kids where they need to be. And then just sponsoring their trips, the travel team going to Salt Lake, Fort Collins, and they're doing really good. It's just mainly just the sponsor, just to keep the kids busy.
So I joined Derby when I was about 14 years old. It's been a super big part of my life. We go traveling everywhere and it's super fun and we're like a family here pretty much.
I have been playing for 8 years. I joined when I was 10. I was one of the originals on the team. It's been a part of my life for 8 years now, so.
Dude, it's dope. It's so great. You're out on the track with all these random people and you're hitting each other and it's so fun. It's like a family and you get this adrenaline and you're just out there and chilling. It's so great. Brazier is a great guy. Brazier, he's just happy, he's positive a lot. He's very involved with the team. He likes to be there, be active, and he's a chill guy, it's great.
He pretty much will bend over backwards to help anybody. If somebody needs it, he will be the first one to offer it. I do know that he has been extremely helpful around the community. He's just positive all the time, and it's great to actually have an adult like that.
It's just watching them grow. When they first get on skates and like, oh, we don't know how. And then all of a sudden, in the years, it just grows. And they're like, the confidence building. That is huge for kids these days.
Thank you so much for watching this year's Shine a Light Award Special. Keep watching Idaho News 6 the fourth Wednesday of each month to see what else people in the Treasure Valley are doing to make it a better place.
Thank you from all of us at Diamond Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric for watching this year's Shine a Light Award Special.
And please keep nominating people who are doing great things in the Treasure Valley.
Your nominations make the Shine a Light program possible.